Oh, all right, Mark. What were you talking about?
Was speaking.
Gotta get everything set up.
He's working on it. Just gets it all straightened away, and then it all goes to shit. Okay.
Yeah, I thought we were set up, and then now it's like he's working in 8-bit. The camera is just slowly degrading into the 1970s.
Oh man, he's got to start going to a Starbucks to do these or something.
Hello?
Hello. Yes.
Yeah, we got you. Yeah.
Sanch?
Yep.
EPZeroNine?
Yeah, man.
All right.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were already recording.
No, I probably could have, but I haven't
I
figured
could
out
hear
that
you guys.
perfect-
You guys had some very interesting topics going on. You
Yeah,
guys
we're
had
just-
a good show going on.
Yeah. Good.
Oh, you were
good
listening
chemistry.
in.
Yeah, he was.
I could hear you guys.
Yeah. Okay.
We just couldn't see you or hear you.
Yeah.
I can't see me now either. I'm froze.
Oh, really? Well,
Hey,
you look
can-
good.
You look good, man. You look
You
good.
can see my hand move?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm froze from what I see.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, there I am.
This
Arnold?
this really is the. Oh, you switched it up. Okay.
Yeah. You switched it up. Yeah.
Big-
Yeah.
Big man's chest.
All right.
Ow!
There.
Ah,
I put the
Come
Indie
on.
Pro poster up. I had that one in storage. The last Indie Pro. Dave
Can't
sent me
see,
that.
it's too sunny.
Is it? Yeah. Once I get the booth set up, it'll be better.
I see the picture of
Yeah,
Jay
for
Cutler.
sure.
Yep. Oh yeah, that one. That one I actually I ordered off his website. It was like $20, and he autographed it and he wrote a little message for me. Very cool.
Oh, I
Nice.
thought it was a magazine.
Well, yeah, that's the magazine cover from MD. It's just blown up into a poster size. But I do
Nice.
have
Good.
let me see if I can find it. I've got so many. The wall is going to be so complete when we put it together. I know I got another one from Jay. Yeah. So this one I got from
You'll have to get
the,
some shutters so you can see without the sun. Oh yeah, that's from 09.
Yep. That one's from, I think I showed you this one last time. This one I got from I think this was from the LA Fit Expo. He was
Is that
handing
the
these out.
one
That's a
where
good-
the thing's bent? The Sandow's weight is bent?
Yeah, it is. It's kind of bent a little bit. Yeah, it looks like it's bending towards him.
Yeah, it's bent pretty bad. Somebody bent that. Somebody grabbed back.
Really?
No, they're all bent like
I
that,
don't know.
aren't they?
No, not like that one. No.
Nick Trigili, you're gonna have to let us know. He's gonna have to show us his
Oh,
eBay Sandow.
No. Nick's got it in the background of every video we put out, man.
Yeah,
Oh, is it?
it's in the
Gotta watch one of
background.
his videos.
It has to be.
Yeah.
If
of
I had
course.
something
Yeah.
like
That's
that,
not even that's not a real Olympia.
You don't think
Sandow,
so?
No, it's
though.
not.
I know it's not.
He paid like 30 grand for it, didn't he?
There's like 3 or 4. You guys are froze again. I can't see. Oh, there I am.
We can hear you.
Actually, I forget his name. Big, tall, lanky bodybuilder. I had him on my worst genetics of all time. He won a Sandow.
He won one or he bought one?
No, he won a Sandow from like a Mr. USA event or something.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Also, there's several other bodybuilders that actually had one produced. Because
Really?
Frank Zane, I've studied them all. And I know what Nick Trigili's look like. And there's only a few that look like that, and they're guys that wouldn't sell them. These guys have all their Sandows.
Huh. No, I mean, why would the only person I heard of like selling an award? Nick Strength and Power bought one that Lee Priest owned. I don't
Lee
remember what
Priest.
the award was.
Yeah. It was a stupid little glass thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was like the
Nick
Iron Man,
bought
right?
It. Like a crystal thing. It wasn't like a trophy of
Yeah.
I think it was the Iron Man, wasn't it?
a Iron Man.
The Iron Man Pro.
You got to say it like that. Iron Man.
Back when I did the Iron Man.
I would
I
wager
was
to
really
say
big.
it was the Sandow from like one of those guys.
Yeah,
Hmm.
maybe. Maybe.
I mean, if I could find one affordable, I'd buy one. If somebody wanted to
Nick
3D
Strength and
print me a
Power was
Sandow,
going to buy that one. Nick Strength and Power was going to buy that very Sandow
oh,
that Trigili bought.
did Trigili
Did
outbid him
Trigili
or
beat
something?
him in a bidding war or something?
Dang, okay.
No, it
Trigili got
was
the
like a
big
year
bucks now.
before. They tried to sell it for big bucks when Nick
Oh,
Strength and Power, but you did some history. You found out it wasn't really Dorian Yates's or Chris Dickerson's. Frank Zane won the first one. Food for
Mhm.
thought.
oh, the first
They didn't
Sandow?
have the Sandow.
Really?
Yeah, they didn't have the Sandow back in. Yeah,
What did they do
little
before
history
then?
lesson for
Yeah, that's
Sanch.
right. Yeah.
I need it,
They just
man.
give
I
you a
remember that.
trophy. 65, they give Larry Scott a crown.
A crowd,
Little
really?
backstory. Little backstory. Larry Scott had a nice haircut. He had the Brill cream in there. And Joe Weider's like, here, put this crown on. I had it made for you. And Larry Scott really didn't want to put it on. So he tried to put it on just over his hair. And Larry did not want to wear that crown.
That's funny.
But yeah, 1977, if I'm not mistaken, first Sandow.
Oh.
Yeah, you probably
But
did a
they
video.
get-
You did do a video on it before. I heard you mentioned it in a video.
I've mentioned it in a few videos, yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
they've given Sandows away in 91 at the great competition. Very first ever bodybuilding competition. First prize gets a gold Sandow. Second prize gets a silver Sandow. Third prize, bronze. Though they tracked one of those Sandows down and they gave it to Steve Reeves in 1950 for winning the universe. So you can see pictures of Steve Reeves holding a Sandow. Sandow was the promoter of that contest. Sandow didn't compete in that contest.
Okay.
Now, if you ask me who won the contest, I'm not that good. I can't remember. Robert something.
Yeah, dude, I think you're good enough though. You're good.
Oh, yeah. All right. You can buy a replica Sandow for $95 on Etsy.
Look
I
how
don't know what
straight that
centimeters
is,
is,
dude.
but how big is 33 centimeters for our Canadian folks?
33 centimeters to inches. I don't know. You're somewhere around a foot, maybe.
Okay, so that's not that big. That's kind of small, actually. I'd want something at least double.
Yeah, 33 centimeters, 330 millimeters. So I mean, yeah, you're about a foot. Yeah.
That's still kind of cool, though. I don't know.
All right. I might pay like $5.97 for it, or like $9.59 for it, but maybe 3 out of 4 of those numbers.
Oh, you get different colors too.
Oh god.
Oh, that's horrible.
Ready to paint. There you go. You can paint it whatever color you want.
Ooh, BNN orange. Okay.
Nice. Yeah. But you could do BNN orange and then do the letters in black.
Oh, wow. Okay, now we're just getting down a rabbit hole, people.
Oh.
How cool is that?
I saw a guy that did he did one for Nick Walker and someone else too. I saw it in Nick's stories.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. There's somebody out there really making it happen.
Can
like
you
that.
even see me anymore?
You're
what?
breaking up, buddy. Quad stop. Yeah.
This is cool. Oh my! I'm gonna spend so much
Am I
money.
back?
Shouldn't.
Am I
Yeah, you're
back?
back.
You're back.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool. See, someone that could paint,
I could
someone that's
just see you guys now, and you guys, you could hear your guys' voice in like slow motion.
Yeah, that's
Something
how
wrong
you were
with
coming
this.
through too.
It's the internet's too slow here.
I want to get this guy
That's
Greene
what it
one.
sounded like. Okay.
That's what you're sounding like.
I could make something like that.
Yeah. Somebody that could like really paint, like could probably do a pretty, well, some people obviously do. Like, you could do a really good job of these, right? I couldn't.
No, I'm not that. I'm not that skilled, but I would be happy to pay someone to do it.
100%. Yeah,
That'd be cool. Get like a cute little like glass tray or like
I could make something like
a
that
glass
out of clay or something.
tower, and then just have dedicated shelves, and then put like the signed autograph, 8x10 behind it.
yeah, for sure.
That'd be cool. Put it on like a little rotating thing with a
Yeah,
light.
Yeah.
Oh, get the ones that are crystal, and then have the light like go through it.
Yeah.
Little
Yeah.
turnstile.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Just like a
Yep.
car show.
Hattie Shupin had a nice little display with his Sandow in it. Did you guys see that?
So cool. Yeah. And he
Yep.
had his two
That was cool.
People's Champs Awards, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. Well, listen, guys, thanks for having me on. I
He had a
appreciate
bunch.
it.
Of course. Yes. Introductions. EP0. Tell us about yourself.
EPZeroNine. Well, my real name is actually Kenton Jardine. I don't live far from America. Actually, it's like a 6-hour drive from where I'm at, or something like that. Yeah, I just kind of got started on YouTube there. It was just before the Olympia. I think it was December 4th. Actually, I started my first run of trying out videos, and I just really had to get into it, man, because it allowed me to have opportunities like this. To be honest with you, like, I've always really been a big fan of training and bodybuilding, and I didn't have an outlet. Like, I don't have any friends around that are really into it. The gym I train at is awesome, and there's been a lot of really good competitors that have come out of there over the years. Not pros or anything, but some really good local guys. And most of those guys are here and gone now. And I didn't have an outlet, and I needed an outlet. So that's what brought me to YouTube altogether. It's my day job is I own a commercial diving company. Like, I'm a commercial diver by trade. I've been doing it for most of my life, actually. Just diving. I've always been around diving. My father was a diver, owned a company. So that's what I do now. And I do personal training at the gym. It's not bad. For every hour that you spend underwater, for what we do, we wear like roughly about 100 pounds of gear when we dive. So it could be upwards of 400 calories per hour that you're burning. And an average dive for us is like 3 hours, right? So yeah, it can be a lot of energy expenditure, and
you're holding your breath for 3 hours.
That's the big part.
Imagine. No, that's the diving that we do. Is that's actually my father's old company.
Scuba.
That's what we wear is the hard hats, right? Yeah, we were Scuba Tech. Those are the dive helmets that we actually wear now, right? So we were known as Scuba Tech, but I actually rebranded us to a different company.
You ever try one of them old-fashioned ones?
Dude, do you want to look? Check this out.
He's probably got one in the back.
Shout out to the Golden Girls too.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Oh, he does. Look at
love that. Of course, he just has that
from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
20,000.
This is
Under the Sea.
With
this
Michael
is
Douglas.
Called a Mark V. It's called a Mark V dive.
You guys remember Michael Douglas?
Michael Douglas, actor.
Mark. Yeah, Michael Douglas. Yes, he did Spartacus. I'm Spartacus.
I'm
Spartacus.
Oh, Michael Douglas. Yes. That's he was in Ant-Man.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I don't know actors.
His son's Kirk Douglas, right?
Right.
Or is he Kirk Douglas? Maybe his son's Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas.
Maybe it's Kirk Douglas I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Michael.
Oh, so you're thinking
right?
Kurt
Yeah,
Douglas,
Kurt's his father. Kurt's his father. He was more rugged.
Oh.
Yeah. He was like 100 years old. He was Spartacus. He was 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Yeah, dude, you're older
Quite
than
a
me.
physique
I
for
don't-
his
I don't
time, you
remember
know.
this guy.
Yeah, he's definitely got
think
like a grandpa body.
I think he was Russian, to tell
Okay.
you the truth. I think he's Russian though.
Douglas? I don't know.
That could be his stage name though, you know. You know how Hollywood is.
Pretty sure.
Well, you're right. You're right in the thick of it. Like, you know better than we do.
I'm literally in Silicon Valley. Yeah. I forget I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. That's like a whole other
Well,
world.
I'm not.
compared-
I'm
like,
not that much older than you guys.
Well, I think you're closer to EP09 than me.
Yeah.
I'm scratching at 30 right now. It's like 6 months and counting, I think, right now. Till the big 30.
35 for EP.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Mark is 42? 43? I can't remember. I was doing
he's
the math in
41.
my head last episode. He's like,
Not yet.
oh, I didn't know. I knew
No.
Rolly Winkler was older than me, but I didn't know so and so was older than me. I'm like,
June I'll be 42.
42. Okay.
Yeah. I was right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only 41.
Yes. 41.
Yeah, I knew that.
I have till June.
Yeah, you'll still be beating. You'll still be beating guys in your Mark's Max Muscle Invitational.
Plus,
Guys that
I'm
are like
spry.
20, right? Let's see. Yeah.
I wish I had that much control of my bicep. I can't even get it to.
Well, I'd probably be hard on myself. The beach is active. Well, you big arm there. There's just too much muscle there.
All right.
It's a good sized arm.
Skinny guys can make
Too
their
huge.
muscles bump up because there's not much there.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
I can make my chest dance. That's about it. Wow, what a weird tangent we
Dance
just went
like an
down.
Egyptian.
Yes.
All right.
So,
What's been going on now? What's been going on, Sanch?
what's been going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness? Well, I was talking with EP09 over here about the Ask Me Anything podcast with Chris Tuttle and Milo Sarchev. I'll never say his name right. Was it Sarchev?
I thought it was Sarshev. but
Sarchev.
I-
Oh, with a sh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sarsev or Sarchev?
Sarsev? I'm sure he'll let us know.
Don't quote me, and I hope he doesn't come after me.
Yeah. He might comment.
You know who I'm talking about, darn it.
Yes, exactly. The intent of this channel is not to pick on people's last names. Lord knows I
Bob
have an
Chigarello
interesting
might.
one.
You got to watch out for Bob.
Oh, you know, he's a funny fella. On his Instagram, it says Bob, IFBB Pro Bob Chick, like CHI.
I seen his comment.
Yeah, so it's like, how are you gonna literally spell your name wrong in your username and then, pick on people for spelling it wrong? It's like I'm just going off of what you're saying, my friend.
Valid point.
He got on you.
Yeah,
He got on your case.
Yep.
He called you boy too.
He did. And I was like,
Boy.
ooh. I started reading that comment and I
He's
had to walk away for a
boy.
little bit. I was like, you're gonna come on my platform and call me boy? Let me help you out, boy.
Yeah, I didn't know he said that. See, that's the thing. Like, look, Bob puts out a lot
Well,
of
that's
info
pretty
and-
cool though. When you step back and look at the whole situation.
Maybe, but Bob is doing a very, very deliberate campaign of building. He's trying to build up his following and his brand. He's trying to be relevant in the world of like bodybuilding media. So he's trying to be this heel, literally wrestling, Mark. He's trying to be the heel right now. And
Yeah.
I had a commenter, one of my original 100 subscribers. I call them the OGs.
It's working.
He commented, he's like, hey man, I understand what you're doing with like talking about the trendy stuff, but you're kind of feeding into that negative space that really hasn't been your bread and butter. So he was like, just make sure you're being authentic to yourself.
You're making good videos out of the deal.
They are good videos, but I was wondering, like, you know,
Making
is
good
it authentic?
And you get the man himself commenting. You got Bob commenting on it, all upset. That's awesome. The
Mhm.
voice of bodybuilding. The guy's been emceeing bodybuilding, the Olympias from like that ones that I can remember back in the 90s or early 2000s.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
ruffled his feathers.
Yep.
That's a coup for Sanch.
Wow. It's not hard to ruffle his feathers,
Huh?
to be honest.
I
Yeah.
feel like his feathers are just always ruffled, you know.
I'll
like,
drink to that.
Yeah. I think
just
I'm
got
out.
a constant.
I've made
ruffle
lots of
on his
videos
feathers,
about
as
him.
it were. Yeah, yeah. I mean, how can you not when he's putting out content like he's putting out? I mean, the like the bodybuilding world has to respond, you know.
Mhm.
And he does put out a lot of info, like a lot of info. And I actually like that he's increased his social media presence because regardless of if it's good or bad info, it is info that's coming. Although he's always maintained that he's never had a paycheck. He's very specific about that. Never had a paycheck from the IFBB ever cut. This is information that is at least having an influence from the IFBB. So I mean, you're going to listen. And I you know, when he first started doing a lot of stuff, I was like, you know what? Yeah, this is really going to make, like, I thought he was doing something a little more positive by trying to clear things up. It's like he just wants to go out and fight people, man. Like
Yep.
he's calls people down. It's not speaking with an amount of respect, and there should be. It should just be a little bit more respectful, you know. Like just keep my name out of your mouth. What are you doing, boy? Like, I don't know, man. I don't play that game, right?
Do you think it's intentional?
I think it's a New Yorker thing, dude.
Oh, East Coast thing.
Well,
I think
it's
he
definitely
sees what he sees Trigili. I think he sees what Trigili's doing, and he's like, "Well, I can do what he's doing. I can do it even better. I can be
But
twice as big
yeah.
of an ass
Trigili got like what,
and
like
twice as
60,000
pompous."
subscribers in a year. I mean, massive growth. So you can't knock him for, you know, trying to make a living.
Well, to be fair, he had a huge channel before that.
Oh,
Trigili
yeah.
did,
he did.
Yep.
and he got his channel
did.
taken down.
Mm, I
Yeah.
do remember. Yeah,
Yeah.
he said.
Yeah.
Hey, there's no
So
getting
right
around
away,
it, man.
He got a lot of subscribers back.
But he did. He stepped up his game, you know, and he's still stepping up his game. So, like you said,
And
Sanch,
these
you
are
can't fault the guy.
these are two pro bodybuilders as well.
People forget Nick Trigili was on an episode of Train with Kai. That's where I first saw him.
Yep.
One of Kai Greene's training videos.
He's
Yep.
been around, man. He's had the sponsorships, you know, he's done the shows. He's been there, right?
Yeah.
And now he
Yeah,
gets
Mark,
fed
watch
all the
that.
info.
Look that up. It was a Train with Kai. It had Nick Trigili on there, a young Nick Trigili. Yeah. I mean, that's how I came into bodybuilding, was watching all of Kai's
Well,
treadmill
I've seen
talks.
him. He won Mr. USA.
Oh, Trigili did? Okay. Nice.
Yeah, he did. He wanted
Okay, so
to,
he's in the
wanted
same
to turn pro.
conversation as Derek Lunsford.
Won
Then.
the Mr. USA competition.
Yeah. Derek Lunsford won the USA's. Bob Chick won the USA's, I think, as well.
Who? Trigili?
Yeah. Didn't you just say that?
It was Phil Heath. Phil Heath, I believe, won the exact same.
Wow. Talk
Who,
about an audience, or you know, an audience of legacy. You know, all those different people that won that show.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Long list, man.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, Bob's going to keep putting out his info. It's going to be expected at this point. I feel if there's one thing that he did is that he set a precedence right away on this is what his content is going to be, you know. But I mean, this notion that he's not speaking on behalf of the IFBB, dude, come on, give us a little bit of credit of having even a semblance of intelligence, you know.
Yeah.
Like, ridiculous, man.
Maybe he's playing on words, because maybe he doesn't get checks from the IFBB, because the IFBB is a sanctioning body. That's all they are. Now, when you look at individual pro shows, Arnold Classics, Olympias, those are owned by different entities. And I keep trying to explain this to people, that you don't need to suck up to the NPC or the IFBB. because if what you do has anything to do, it doesn't, what we do has nothing to do with being sanctioned. We don't need to be sanctioned to talk about bodybuilding. We need to, I mean, it's my whole mission statement: promote, advocate for athletes and promote shows. So that's all you need to do. Help athletes, promote shows, build bodybuilding. You don't need to suck up to a sanctioning body, because they're not sanctioning our YouTube videos and they're not flagging it. Like, I talked with Mark several times, like, promoters are going and flagging videos. The Olympia is flagging videos because you're using live stream footage. So don't use live stream footage. Like, I had one video flagged from Chris Mins, who is the owner of the
Dominator got his channel flagged.
And I completely understand that.
He did.
Like, and I know Chris, and I'm going to go to his show this year and cover it. And I have nothing against that. That makes sense.
Yeah, look, since Dominator had his channel removed, I'm really giving some strong thought to becoming, you know, a non-faceless YouTube channel.
Oh, his channel's not removed.
Myself, you know. No, but he decided to call it quits over the whole situation.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's just stopped posting.
Yeah. And I mean, me and you talked about it before. He just got burnt out on bodybuilding.
If he got another strike right now or two more, he'd be done.
Yep.
Yeah.
He lost his passion.
Yeah.
Same thing with me with pro wrestling. I would not watch pro wrestling now if you paid me money.
Yep.
Depends on how much money. If you're going to give me $100 to watch a program, I'll watch it. But you know what I'm saying?
More ways than one. I know exactly what you're saying.
Go back and watch my original interview with Dominator. It was probably a year ago, and the writing was on the wall, because he was already talking about, like, he's lost the passion for covering bodybuilding, and he switched career paths, and that's making him full income now. And so I kind of saw it coming. I think this was just what he needed to convince himself to.
Kudos to him.
Of course. I mean, he's one of those staples of YouTubers that I watched coming up into bodybuilding, between him and who's the funny guy? Canadian fella.
There was three of them when I started.
Well, Mark, yes.
Louis,
yeah.
Louis Marco.
Yes, Louis Marco. Yes, yeah.
Dice to the socks.
Propolise, baby,
Not
please.
saluted.
Oil.
Not saluted.
Bubble, double, triple, trouble, bubble gum.
Oh my God. So many good
legend,
things.
man. Legend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, him.
Another
and then
guy,
of course,
he had to quit because he just.
And Nick, you got to give Nick Miller some credit.
Yep, that was the third. Yep.
Yeah. Yep, those were the three, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
There was a short time where Old School Labs, they had Ivan from whatever that guy's channel's name is. He was kind of like their spokesperson for a while.
Yeah, even bodybuilding. He stopped posting on his channel and went over to the Old School Labs channel, built that up.
Muscle Mutant.
Then went back to his own.
Muscle Mutant? I don't remember that one. But yeah, the Ivan one, that's interesting, because like
Muscle
they literally
Mutant
just like bought.
Did all comparisons.
Oh. And then Mark's Max Muscle took over the space.
Oh, wait, are you talking about Mikey's Strength and Fitness or Mikey's Iron Rage?
Oh, well, I remember that one. Mikey Iron, yep.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Everyone remembers that guy.
That was a separate. He actually used to steal his pictures a lot.
Yep. He used one of my thumbnails once, and I'm like,
a shame, you know.
How lazy is that?
I mean, the guy had personality. He could have really went with it.
Yeah.
He was stealing my videos left and right, and I'm like, I would talk to the guy, and he'd say, "Can you give me a link to the pictures?" And I'd say, "Here, take it." If the guy had even asked me, "Can I screenshot your video?" I would have said, "Man, go ahead, whatever." But he wasn't doing that, and I wasn't even flagging the guy. I just wanted people to know that he was being a lazy,
a silly goose.
Man,
another New Yorker, man. Another New Yorker. No, he quit out on it because he wasn't getting paid. He always said that the YouTube algorithm had a vendetta against him and all that other fun stuff. Anyway,
They
he got fed up with
demonetized
YouTube
him
too.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Oh,
because they knew he was stealing videos.
good for them.
Yeah, they demonetized him.
Good.
Yeah.
There's lots of
I don't wish
lots of
bad
good
on
channels out there
anybody,
now.
but I mean,
Yeah. Well, in big shout out to Mark. You know, he's in my thought like one of the patriarchs of like the bodybuilding YouTube community, and he's always plugging people's channels. So, you know, salute to you, sir.
Oh yeah, no man, like we all got to support each other, man. That's the way I see it.
Mm-hmm.
salute to the Golden Girls
and cats everywhere. He's like, and my scuba company.
Yeah, yeah.
Cat man.
Just to clarify, scuba is not exactly accurate to what we do now.
And
We do what's called surface supply.
A big
diving,
thank you,
okay?
Kirkland unsalted nuts.
Yeah.
Yes. And
Costco special.
sugar-free Rip It Energy.
No, Saunch is
so
plugging
good.
his drink there.
Have you guys tried Rule 1 protein before? I hear it's a very good brand.
And today's episode is brought to you by microphones.
Is that a new
protein, you
sponsor
said?
of yours though?
We're working on something, yeah. Yeah, we're working on
Okay,
something.
cool.
Yeah, you can tell by
Cool.
all the hats back there. Yeah. I have a
Yeah.
cabinet full of stuff. So it's I liked the brand. The color, like the coloring is perfect. BNN orange. I met them at the LA Fit Expo. Loved it. You know, it just works. So regardless if they sponsor me or not, like I'm still gonna buy their stuff. So we'll see.
It's awesome, man. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, you get to all the shows. Like did you miss any of the major shows? Like you went to the Olympia and you went to the Arnold.
Yep. Yeah, the Olympia was my
Yeah.
first show that I went to ever.
Nice.
Two
Yeah,
ones.
It's a good start.
Yep. So the Olympia, the Arnold, wait, no, the
The
Olympia.
Olympia was your show.
Yeah, my first pro show, my first IFBB or NPC show. I've been to natural shows. I've competed in natural shows outside the NPC, but yeah, I went all out.
But you competed. You competed.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
I wasn't. I
Was the
an
show you
immediate person.
competed in the first show you were ever at?
Yes. Yep. Yep.
It's like
Yeah.
the first time I wrestled was like only the third time I ever seen wrestling. I
Wow.
wrestled in the event.
Hmm.
It's funny how that works, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
I think let's see what's next. I have so the Fit World, it's a classic physique pro show next weekend in LA. I'm driving down there. I'll be covering that one.
Yep.
I know a couple of the classic competitors. I'm not going to say I'm waiting for the scorecard to come out because they haven't announced. They haven't said they're doing the show, which is wild because it's a week out. But I know a couple of them, and a couple of them have been on the show. So we're going to have lots of cool interviews in person next weekend in LA. It is one of the
Nice.
first Olympia qualifiers for the year for Classic. So very
And
excited.
it's classic.
Classic. Yep. Classic Pro. Yep.
So they're probably going to wait to see if their weight, because you have to be a certain weight, right?
Yeah. That.
So they're going to wait a week before, because if they're not close to weight, they're not probably going to do it.
Yeah. Right. And then you have the Charlotte Pro is like the next weekend after. So they can just wait. Yeah. And I'm sure because they have to sign contracts for these shows saying like, I'm going to do it. So they're probably waiting for the last minute. Yeah, you're right, Mark.
Yeah.
When are they going to fix that?
If you got 10
Classic
pounds on you
weigh-ins.
and you signed a
Yeah,
contract.
when are they going to fix that?
When is the Hight just going to be on the card and they're done with it?
Probably not.
Why are we
It's
stretching
so
people out?
Stupid, dude.
We've got grown men hanging from pull-up bars with their coaches pulling on their legs. You got Chris Aceto holding onto the legs, trying to stretch them out, trying to give them that extra half inch. How is this professional?
Man, It's so ridiculous. Like, get heighted in one time and be done with it. Like, which competitor was it? That I think it was Ramon, wasn't it? At
It
at
was
the
a couple people. Yeah.
well,
Yep.
somebody got a hold of Ramon like an hour before he was going to get heighted in again. It was
The
like, this is what
Arnold,
I do for
Ramon
a
at the
living.
Arnold, I think.
Like, I make
Yeah.
people bigger. It's like,
No, the Olympia, I thought it was. Mark.
yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the Olympia. We almost lost. Like,
Are you
it
sure?
was him
Yeah,
and
could be.
and Summerfeld, I think. And there's one other
Two against
guy.
one. I lost.
Yeah. Well, because I was gonna say, well, I was actually at the Arnold, and that didn't happen, but I guess I was at the Olympia too. But
You know what I think they should do?
You were.
what? What?
What?
Tell us.
Measuring the top of the head's kind of ridiculous considering some people have a long head and a long neck.
Mm,
Measure them at the shoulder or at their shoulder bone or something. Because
interesting.
it's not fair
What
for
a-
guys with
what-
little heads. You got Chris Bumstead.
What about people?
Do you ever see Chris Bumstead's mecha neck? Great big giant long neck. So he's allowed to get,
I never thought of it like that.
What about people with longer legs as opposed to shorter legs, or a long torso versus
no
a
wonder
shorter
Chris
torso?
Bumstead has an
Mhm.
edge.
I mean, he looks considerably larger than
thing.
anyone else on stage.
But that way it's not your body. It's not your body. Because he's got a mecha neck.
Yeah. Let us know down
The
below. in the
shoulder
comment sections.
shoulder height's only about the size of other guys. You ever see Dorian Yates and Lee Haney stand next to each other? Dorian Yates has a great big long head. They're
Mm,
about the same height, but Lee Haney's so much bigger of a man.
Oh, I never really saw that, but I mean,
Yeah.
they got to do something. Something has to be done. I really think that if they just height them in once and be done with it, the conversation will be over. Like, no one's going to complain about that.
right. And it's saving. It's also healthier because then
Why even
athletes aren't going to
have
have
a
to
weight
try to
cap
cut.
if they're gonna judge? If they're judging on aesthetics.
Well,
Yeah, let's get it. That gets
one,
into
one
a
battle
slippery-
at a time.
s-
Yeah.
I don't mind the weight caps, man. Maybe go up another 5 pounds, but like, then it's how far is it going to go? How many times are you going to increase it? Like, do you just get rid of it? Like Mark said, it's a slippery slope, man.
Yeah. There's also big discrepancies between every inch. Eventually, the weights just start getting weird, where it's like, okay, we're adding 3 pounds per inch or whatever, and then it gets to like 7 pounds per inch, and it just keeps going. And then you got like Jamie Joe Hall, who's I guess going to be classic now. That guy, he gets like an extra 40 pounds or 50 pounds compared to someone maybe
You
6
don't
inches
say.
shorter. Yeah, if you look at the math on it, it gets weird. Yeah,
Yep.
the taller you get, the more pounds you get, which I guess kind of makes sense, but it's not fair. So I think I had Breon on. I was talking with Breon Ainsley, and he's like, it's not fair to the shorter guys that we have to compete with that obvious favoritism towards taller physiques. And now I don't want to talk about politics. I don't want to get heated up. I know Mark likes to see me getting spicy, but we're getting into this conversation where you have the sanctioning body, the league is starting to push this agenda of taller,
Take it easy.
more aesthetic physiques. And they're going to be picking on the smaller, compact, Jay Cutler-esque, Nick Walker-esque physiques. So what are we doing?
What are we doing? What are they doing?
They're pushing an agenda to make
Those
more
Jay
money.
Cutler-esque
because
guys are
Chris
going to have to
Bumstead
push
makes
the
a lot of
envelope
money.
until it's obvious that they're winning.
Well, yeah. I think they're giving people
I
a
don't know.
small favor.
Bumstead, it's Canadian money though.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys' ad revenue gets like chopped in half.
Yeah, it's less of a financial loss for the IFBB. I'm sure that they're incorporated in the United States, 30% on the dollar or something.
Maybe,
Ridiculous.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, it's true though, man. I don't know. You know,
I think the
Bob's latest
IFBB was
video, like,
started in
nothing-
Canada, was it not?
you're the historian, man. I believe you.
Yeah. Mark speaks facts.
He does. Yeah, he does. Go subscribe to Mark.
I gotta make sure I'm subscribed.
No,
My
I
my voice is like 10 seconds off your guys's.
Yeah, you've got a
So it
pretty
sounds like I'm
gnarly delay.
interrupting is, but I can see you guys react to what I'm saying like 10 seconds later. I apologize.
We'll have to figure it out. We'll just start calling you Paul. It's fine.
start going to a Starbucks, man.
Yeah.
Pauls are generally tall.
Well, maybe Paul
I
Bunyan.
don't know how tall.
But Paul Lozana, he's got to be like 5'6". I love you, Paul.
Yeah.
Hopefully, actually,
Oh,
I have him
Paul
on a very interesting panel tonight. You guys
Paul
are gonna like
Dillette.
it.
Paul Dillette's tall.
Ooh, Paul Dillette is tall. Yes.
Yep. Canadian. Yeah.
Ooh. I knew a kid named Paul Broadbent. He was a very short Paul.
He is Canadian, eh?
Yes. Yes.
A.
Eh?
Mark is
I
all
catch myself
Canadian.
doing that in videos.
Yeah.
Well, he must have had his
I do.
stunted growth or something.
Yeah, he was a short little fellow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's I did not see Bob Chickrell's new video. I'm still waiting to watch it.
I'm short, but I have long hair.
Yes.
Compensates. No, well, Bob said something, not to get back on Bob, but Bob said something about if there's 10 aesthetic guys in a lineup and there's one Nick Walker.
Hey, Bob equals ratings.
Who's gonna win? He does, yeah. He just said, who's gonna win? Well, an aesthetic guy. And he said, what about on the flip side? Let's say that if what he said was, if there's like 10 aesthetic guys in the lineup, but there's no mass monsters, then you're going to have an aesthetic guy that wins. But if you, on the flip side, have 10 mass monsters, no aesthetic guys, then you're going to have a mass. I was like, obviously that's the case. But I mean, when is that ever going to happen? When are you going to have 10 aesthetic guys and nobody else? It's always a diverse lineup in every show that you look at, man. It's different physiques every single time. And that's even further to his point, actually. And he just contradicted himself, which he does sometimes.
Well, I don't think his bullet points are too structured. I think he just goes. He has an idea of what he wants to talk about. I'm assuming the wife. I didn't know he was married, but I watched one of his live streams. He has his wife there. Awesome living room. Kudos, Bob. Wow, very well put together living room. Goodness, I gotta learn from good old Bobby Chico. But yes,
yeah, man.
I was just gonna start giving him more nicknames. He's like, keep my name out of your mouth.
I live in a chimney.
Yes, you do.
I live in a chimney.
And Arnold
give him a hard time about that brick wall. Why not have Arnold there?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I have any Arnold stuff. I need to though. I was thinking about doing like a vintage bathroom, if that's not weird, and just have all the old school pictures, like Eugene and all that stuff. Have that in the bathroom, like a whole mural.
Yeah, I think we would be subject to individual taste,
Well, I'm just Josh now. There's no wife. There's no anything else here. So
a lot of them
I don't have to worry about the extra aesthetics. I can just make this.
Looks like they're using the washroom too.
Yeah. Well, it was either all the classic stuff, or I was going to put all the women's stuff in there, like the all the women's pros I've gotten autographed. I'm like, maybe that's the wrong vibe. That's the wrong energy. You're sitting there doing number 2, and then there's like all these massive jacked women and bikinis, and yeah, I was like, okay, maybe
not. Good call, buddy. Good call.
Yeah. But now I don't know where to put all those, because it's going to be a lot. I've got this new show, The Women's Physique Report. Danielle Willis hosts it, and we're doing weekly right now. We're pumping out episodes. New ladies coming in, Olympia recap, Vancouver pros coming up in 6 weeks, 7 weeks. So it's right around the corner. Every weekend we have a lady that's competing coming on the show.
The Vancouver's coming up that quick?
Not the Vancouver, the Vancouver Island Showdown.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
It is
the next show here in Canada's. Well, we got the Toronto Pro coming up soon. Hassan Mustafa is
be some bikini wellness.
Did Hassan say he's doing it?
Yeah.
Okay. I did, because I think I started watching Fuad's episode, and then they asked like, "What's Hassan doing this year?" And then I think I must have clicked off at that point because my attention span is horrible.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He
There's a
lives in
guy that
Canada
I'd like
now.
to see come into his own. Is Hassan?
Well,
Who, Hassan?
he's great. Hassan's
Yes.
great. He's already won.
Yeah, Mark,
what,
he
2
does,
shows?
man. Yeah. I don't know.
He won the Puerto Rico, and
Waiting for
then
Mark to respond. He got really excited.
I was not aware of that.
Oh, that he's-
I think his.
go ahead.
He's in Canada.
He
yeah,
won the
yeah.
Puerto Rico and he won Tampa.
Yes.
No, it wasn't Tampa.
Orlando.
Yeah, Florida. Right.
I think it was the Orlando, the one Hostile sponsored.
That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
The Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're
Man,
smart.
if that guy can nail it.
Smart Saunch.
If he finally nails it, man, like I know that he's not like he's not exactly what the judges are looking for now. I guess you would say with the direction that things are going, but man, he's just such an impressive physique. He's so big, he's so round, man. If he could just get lights out shredded, he would win shows for sure. He'd be top 15 at the Olympia at least.
Mm-hmm.
At least.
And he's young too. He's younger
When
than
you
I
think
am.
about it, the top three at the Olympia were all short guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
2 out of 3 were former 212.
Stocky, man. Yeah. Yeah, that's saying a lot, man.
Yeah.
Hassan's not making 212 though.
No,
Not yet.
no.
And even Brandon Curry's short too. Brandon Curry's not that tall.
Yeah, maybe 5'8".
No.
Maybe.
Hassan would never be 212.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Why would he? He's winning open pro shows.
Brandon?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
God, Mark, you're so far behind.
I know, dude. I almost want to suggest kicking him out to get him back, but apparently that would throw everything through the ringer.
Yeah.
I noticed that I'm even further back now.
Yeah, you're at least like 6 seconds now.
That actually might work.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, go ahead and kick me. All right, Mark. We'll give you the boot, and we'll see.
Yeah.
Join right
Boot
back.
him. This is like having Chris Aceto on.
It's like a hybrid of Chris and Paul. All right, Mark.
Going to take an extra 10 seconds. Okay. It didn't take an extra 10 seconds to kick him. That's encouraging.
No, I was waiting for him to actually hear what we said.
Yeah, you maybe missed the last 10 seconds.
That's funny, man. Oh, I haven't laughed this long in a while. It's good.
No, it's good, man. Like I said, I was really happy you guys invited me on this one. Like this is why I wanted to start doing YouTube, man, to have these conversations. Like this is why I'm here. Like it's awesome for me. It really is. Like I've got a great day job that I go to and stuff, and like that it's fantastic. I love it. But bodybuilding is just a whole thing. It's an itch that you got to scratch, man. Like it's people that aren't into it just don't get it. But man, you got to be able to scratch that itch. And this is the only way that I could really get to it, you know?
Yep. Yeah. We're not all meant to stand on the Olympia stage.
Oh,
Something I've accepted over the last few years with all these injuries is like, I'm okay with just not competing. It's fine. Because I enjoy doing it and I enjoy being jacked, but I'm in so much pain now. It's not even worth it. Like just let me just train. Let me go in and grab those 40-pound dumbbells, go nice and slow. Just feel the contraction. Makes me happy.
Hey man, you're still getting in, you're still able to train, right? I mean, that's the big thing.
Yeah, just
I know guys like
work around the injuries.
Yeah, you have to, it's gonna happen unless you're Dexter Jackson. None of us are, so
Well, yeah. I'm not bouncing 3 plates off my chest anymore, but yeah. I'll gladly take a nice slow machine press.
yeah. No, I still like mixing up a few workouts. Like I'm still big into, like drop sets and supersets, but I
Mm.
space it out every 3 weeks. I'll really start getting into, pushing a bit of weight anyway, and just getting into some of those higher rep ranges, and just not holding back as much, right? But I'll have
Mhm.
those couple of weeks where I back off, and it's good, it works out really well.
I
You'll
I
feel
do not
awesome.
do volume. I don't do the ups and downs. I just go in there and I start really light. I do 12 reps and I just work all the way up until like one heavy set of maybe 8, and then I'll do a lighter back off of I try to hit 12, and that's it. It's a lot of wasted sets, I'm guessing, but it's the only way I know how to warm myself up without hearing the clicking and the tightness and stuff. And it's just, yeah.
Do you do body weight exercises?
I used to. I have not in a long time, which I probably should get my body in tune with itself again.
Body weight exercises, I got them in pretty much every time I go into a gym, man. I get in some sort of body weight exercises. Like even if I'm drop setting, like if I'm doing hack squat, my third set, I'll superset it just with body weight squats, right? And really get like ass to the grass kind of thing, right? And I mean, you'll feel it, man. You really get that range of motion that way too, right? With just not worrying about any amount of weight and just doing your body weight when your legs are already destroyed. Like you
Mhm.
still get a lot out of it. Push-ups, I always superset with push-ups. That's usually my warm-up for chest. I love body weight exercises. I really got into it back in 2011, 2012. I actually went to the police academy and I graduated from the correctional officer course there. I know you were a military guy. This was a paramilitary program, and I graduated best all around cadet of Squad 38. My best record for push-ups that I did there was 109 in a row. That was my best I ever did.
Wow.
It was insane. It was insane. Like,
That's some serious volume. I get to
yeah,
40 and
man.
this shoulder just collapses in. Like it doesn't stay backwards. It just collapses.
40 still, like, that's still a lot of push-ups, dude.
Yeah. Well, I used to be able
Yeah.
to do, I'll have to look at my PT card and see where I was at, but I think I got like 72 push-ups once in 2 minutes.
I figured you'd have a fair few having the military background for sure.
Yeah. Well, it's just
Yeah.
like it's one of those exercises. It's just you have to do it. They test you on it twice a year, and you have to hit like a minimum of like 42, I think, for my age group. So,
Yep.
yeah. Same with like running. I've got like this bad leg now, and I kind of joke about it that I can run better than I can walk because I've just trained myself to like just like my shuffle, my trot is so
Yeah.
I'm so used to that because it's just been ingrained. Like running an 8-minute mile is just natural for me. But like walking, I have such a bad limp because when the foot is just it's like a club when it hits the ground. It doesn't roll anymore.
Really.
Yeah, my big toe doesn't grip the ground anymore. So it just like sits up like this. So like when I'm doing squats and stuff, just imagine trying to squat and your feet aren't gripping the ground. You just have one toe that just doesn't want to grab the ground.
So this is I kind of know what you mean. Because I actually don't have my big toe on my left foot. Um, so fucking stupid. Uh, 5 years ago, I was mowing my lawn and I had a lawnmower accident.
Mhm.
So I know exactly what you mean. It's weird to not have that grip from the big toe. Yeah, I chopped it off and they couldn't put it back on, so I've been living without it ever since, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I can't complain then.
I
I
mean,
I still
you
have the
can still
toe.
complain.
My
You
suffering
can
is
still
valid.
complain.
It's just different.
100%. Oh,
Yeah.
100%. It is weird though. Like everything is from the ground up when it comes to training in general, right? So when you have something, a lot of people don't understand what it's like to have that base be affected. So I mean, yeah, we're very similar in that way.
Hmm. Yeah.
Very strange.
And then also, I think my glutes are so tight. Whenever I squat, or even like a leg press or anything, my legs always want to favor going outwards, which I think
Okay.
it doesn't activate the hey buddy, the adductors as much. Oh my god, did I ban Mark's Max Muscle from?
Yeah, I think you did.
I'm trying to figure out how to bring him back. Fuad
I don't know.
and Paul, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, they do, right? It was Xavier. Like he's got it on lockdown.
Oh, I mean, yeah, he's doing a great job with what he's doing as well.
Yeah, yeah. His live stream footage really stepped up, man. Like his
Mhm.
live videos that he does, I love them.
Yep. Yeah, the BN Live. That's what it's called. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, he does a really good job. Dave Palumbo didn't know that he actually had a green screen. He was like, "Hey, nice neon sign," and he was like, yeah, cool."
Oh, it is. Oh, that's funny. I thought it was a neon sign.
Oh, you didn't know either.
Oh, I mean, it makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, that's awesome. It does look really good though, man. Like you never know.
Oh man, I kicked Mark from his own show.
Yeah, you banned him.
I wonder if we just relaunch it. I wonder if we just like edit it.
You could do that. I mean, I got no problem with it. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got another I've got it in my first ever in-person episode. I'm going to do an interview with a lady. She's a pro bodybuilder. We're going to train at the gym in town. We're going to do like an in-person one where I'm going to just record her while she's working out and like ask her questions. So it'll be like a buddy work. It'll be fun. I'm excited. So that's in like 4 hours. So I have plenty of time.
That's cool, man. Yeah. No, my wife took the kids off. My daughter's got a cheerleading competition, so they're gone for the weekend.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to end this and then let's see if we can launch a new one.
Yeah, sounds good, man.
All right. All right.